Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
Come on.
6 days shalt thou labor and do.
I'm sorry, read that again.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So God says, listen, the first 6 days of the week, we're supposed to do our work, our labor. We can go out, do our shopping, our buying, our selling. But what?
But the 7th day.
The 7th day of the week. Now, we already established the first day of the week is what?
Sunday.
Sunday. So what is the 7th day of the week?
Saturday.
Saturday. There you go. You forget. But the what?
But the 7th day.
The 7th day of the week. But Saturday
Is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
is the Sabbath
But Saturday
of
is
the
the
Lord
Sabbath day.
thy God. So
That's-
what is the 7th day of the week? I know you out. It's Saturday.
I don't believe that though. I believe Sunday.
Why do you believe it's Sunday?
Because there ain't nobody gonna change my mind.
Brother, we need Proverbs 3 and 5. Brother, when you look at the calendar, the first day of the week is Sunday. Okay? We don't make up our days of the week. It's Sunday. It starts on Sunday. The ending of the week, the 7th day, is Saturday.
So when did he rest?
On the 7th day.
On Sunday.
No, brother. Okay, hold that. No, read that. Proverbs 3 and 5.
Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
So you gotta trust in the Lord. You gotta trust in the Bible.
I do.
If you can't do that, then you're lost.
I do.
Okay, so you gotta go by what God says, the Bible. Read it again.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
You gotta trust in the Lord. How do you trust in the Lord? By trusting in these scriptures. Because God wrote these. Read.
That's right. And lean not unto thine own
And
understanding.
don't lean to what you think, what you feel. Don't lean to your own understanding, but go by what God says. That's right.
And ask him to help you, guide you too.
Right. Okay. But the statement you just made was, you're not going to believe that because that's not what you.
So you think Saturday is
That's not what I
is
think.
when he rested because it's Saturday?
No.
What?
No. I never said that. When you look at the calendar, the 7th day of the week is Saturday. It doesn't matter about the name. Guess what? When God created the days and the times, He never named the days. There were only numbers. The first day, the second, the third, fourth, fifth, the sixth. The only day God named was the 7th day, which was the Sabbath. Give me that in Genesis 2 and 1.
He
Genesis
made it
chapter
holy.
2.
He made seventh day holy.
There you go. Okay, and he named it what? The Sabbath.
Sabbath.
Okay? Read it.
Genesis chapter 2, verse 1. Thus the heavens and the earth were finished, and all the host of them. And on the 7th day, God ended his work which he had made. And he rested on the 7th day from all his work
So
which
now,
he had.
so now God, he created everything, 6 days. The 7th day, he rested. Read.
Which he had made. And God blessed the 7th day
And he blessed it. He hallowed it. Read.
and sanctified it,
He sanctified it.
because that in it he had rested from all his work which God created and made.
So guess what? When he sanctified it, he called it the Sabbath. Now, according to the so-called Hispanics, how do you say Saturday in Spanish? Right.
I don't want to picture.
Brother, focus on me, okay? Just focus on what I'm trying to tell you. When you examine the so-called Hispanics, what do they call Saturday in Spanish?
Sábado.
Sábado. There you
Sábado
go.
gigante.
There you go. And what does that sound like? The Sabbath. Sábado. Sabbath.
It also sounds like he sat down and rested on Saturday.
Brother, if that's what you want to think, then
But
okay.
Sunday is the same thing as, for me, it's
Now-
the 7th
now,
day
give me Matthew.
is Sunday.
Give me Matthew.
Because he sanctified
28
it.
and 1. Matthew 28.
I saw the Lord in the sky. So that's how I could tell you that I saw the Lord
Brother,
in
you
the
have
sky.
not
I
seen
have
the
to.
Lord.
What?
What does the Lord look like?
Now, if I tell you, you won't believe me
What
for
does the
what
Lord
you
look
just
like,
said.
brother?
I saw an aura of a 7 in the sky. Do you believe
You
that?
saw the aura of a 7 in the sky.
Yes.
You saw the aura of a number in the sky.
Yes. Also, I saw him in his glory in the sky.
So what did he
Came
look
upon
like?
the
If you
cloud.
saw him, tell me, what did he look like, brother?
Oh, I didn't see no face. He had a face of a lamb. He's sitting on his throne.
He
I
had
saw
a
the
face
waves.
of a lamb.
Yeah, I saw the waves. I saw his throne, and on the where his face is supposed to be is a triangle.
Read that.
And in the middle of that triangle came a face of a lamb. And when I
Brother,
saw it
are
on the
you referring
right
to the
side, I saw the
Baphomet?
face of a shepherd.
1 Corinthians.
And he had a birthmark, which I cannot tell you which side. Because you won't believe me anyway. Because we know it all. I had a dream of a
Verse
Holy
38.
Spirit.
What does this mean? Listen good.
I don't know.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 14. Chapter 14, verse 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
If any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. All that yin yang you talking about, you saw faces like triangles. What was in that cigarette you were smoking, bro? You use crack is a terrible drug, bro. Crack, weed, stay off that stuff. It makes our people sound mad stupid.
That's
you
right.
understand?
It makes them
Read it
sound
again.
But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
What race are you?
Huh?
What race are you?
I'm Hispanic.
You're Hispanic. What is your father?
My father is the king of the Israelites.
Stop. Your father's not. Look on that sign. We ain't got time for you drug addict Puerto Ricans or whatever the hell you are. You Puerto Ricans, you Latinos,
How you
you gotta
talk
get
about the
your
Lord, but
mind
you still say
right.
hell?
Hell's in the Bible.
Hell is
Hell's
in the
over
Bible.
over
But
80
it also,
times.
but it
Now
also,
listen
but
good. Read
also
it again.
causes us
Listen
to go
good.
down.
But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant.
Stop all that ignorant talk you're doing, bro. We out here for God's business. We ain't out here for no foolishness, all right? We not. We here to resurrect the minds of our people. You brothers and sisters on drugs, you brothers, there is no Allah. Allah's a rock. There is no Allah.
That's right.
Allah's a rock. Come on back, Allah.
Get out.
You damn Arabs too. We gonna get on all you out here.
That's right.
Come on back, bro.
There he is. No, he coming back. He coming back. He coming back. There we
Oh,
go.
you coming back? Now, what you say about Allah? What you say about Allah? You say Allah Akbar? What does that mean?
What does that
I
mean?
want you to come up closer. You want to carry? Yeah. What does it mean?
What does that mean?
Yes.
God is the only one, man. Allah.
God is the only one. Now, I see how the Lord working. There's some Muslims that was in Kenya. You a Muslim, right? Come up closer. I want you to get this on camera so that you know I'm not making. You're a real Muslim, right? So you're not like these fake
I'm a
black American
blooded
Muslims.
Muslim.
You're a full-blooded Muslim. Born in where? Where was you born?
Yemen.
Yemen. So you're not like the American fake Muslims.
No.
Okay, now, get this up close. I want to get this. This says jihadist ritual murder and mutilation at the mall. Let's get the pictures, all right? You got a woman. You see the woman's head right there? Her head is off, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to read about some Muslims. During the 4-day siege in Kenya, Westgate Shopping Mall, Al-Shabaab jihadists raped, tortured, beheaded, dismembered, castrated, gouged out eyes, amputated fingers, and hung hostages on hooks. Let me finish this article. Let me just finish. Then I'm going to get to your point. Hung hostages on hooks from the roof. According to a forensic medical doctor, they, the Al-Shabaab attackers, removed eyes, ears, noses, fingers are cut by pliers, noses ripped by pliers. Those are not allegations, those are effing truths. They remove balls, eyes, ears, nose. They get your hand and sharpen it like a pencil. Then they tell you to write your name with the blood. They drive knives inside a child's body. Okay, hold on. Actually, if you look at all the bodies, unless those ones that were escaping, fingers are cut by pliers, the noses are ripped by pliers. There were also reports that hostages were beheaded and their heads thrown out the windows. These are your real Muslims.
Now get the scripture.
So now, let's get the scriptures on that.
Wild man.
Let's get Genesis 16 about. Give me the Bible dictionary also. I'm on Bible dictionary. Somebody, help me. Let's get the Bible dictionary. What's your name, bro?
Mo.
Mo. Mo. Okay, Mo. That's your brother. Hey, let Mo stay right there. Where you taking Mo for? Come on, man. Give me the Bible dictionary. We gonna read about you Muslims. Give me that. Look up Ishmaelite. Ishmaelite. So now, you heard him say, he said he's not like the fake American Muslims. You American blacks that say you Muslims, y'all phonies.
That's right.
You're not no real Muslims.
Right.
What we're reading here in the paper told you how the real Muslims got down. They were called jihadists. Now, read that for me. I want the last precept on Ishmaelite. Right here.
Right here. All Arabs.
Right, all Arabs. All Arabs, listen good.
All Arabs following Muhammad's example
All Arabs following Muhammad's example
claim descent from Ishmael.
claim descent from Ishmael. Can you show them this? This is the Bible dictionary. Scholars wrote this. The Arabs that follow Muhammad descend from Ishmael. Now let's get Genesis 16. And I want the verse, Genesis 16 and 11. Let's
Genesis
start there.
Chapter 16, verse 11. And the angel of the Lord said unto her, Behold, thou art with child, and shalt bear a son, and shall call his name Ishmael.
Shall call his name Ishmael. Ishmael is the father of the Arabs. We
That's
just
right.
proved that.
That's right.
Let's read on. Let's see the prophecy about the Arabs. Come on.
Because the Lord hath heard thy affliction, and he will be a wild man.
And he will what?
And he will be a wild man.
God says Ishmael and his descendants would be what?
He will be a wild man.
He will be a wild man. How wild? This wild with heads cut off, throwing heads out the windows. How wild? Putting C4 in their chest and boom, kill everybody around them.
Right,
Let's read it again.
And he will be a wild man.
God says, God says he shall be a wild man, a wild man. Read.
His hand will be against every man.
His hand shall be against every man. What you see in the Middle East with everybody against the Arabs? Bible prophecy.
Right.
Bible prophecy.
That's right.
That ain't you American blacks over
Going
here
against your own people.
going against your own people. Read it again.
And he will
Sister,
be
you
a
have to. I
wild
want you to
man.
wait. We're reading God's words, all right? Come on.
And he will
I'm
be
reading to them. Come on.
and he will be a wild man. His hand will be against every man, and every man's hand against him.
His hands will be against the Ishmaelites. What are we reading? Bible prophecy. Give me Isaiah 46 and 10. What's your question?
My question, teacher,
Isaiah 46 and 10.
what does the Bible say about strife?
You tell me. We're going to read about it. Isaiah 46 and 10.
Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10.
Come on.
Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times.
The Bible does what? Read it again.
Declaring the end from the beginning.
The Bible, because some of y'all say, man wrote the Bible, so I don't believe in it. You show me one book you got, man did right. You show me one book, man did not right. Man wrote every book you got out here.
That's
but
right.
there's a difference with this book. Read this verse again.
Declare the end from the beginning.
The Bible declares the end of things from the beginning. What we read about Ishmael being wild, where do we read about that? Genesis 16. When is the fulfillment? Today, in these last days. What we just read here in this paper here. Read it again.
Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet
And from ancient times, the things that are not yet.
done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
God's counsel shall stand. God, what is God's counsel? The Bible. Everything in this book shall come to pass. But some of you don't believe that. By the way you live your lives, the food you eat, the way you dress, the celebrations, the holidays you keep, you don't believe this book. But you shall rule the day when you rejected God's words.
That's right.
Job is bigger than what you imagine, because the disciples of Christ understood this truth is more than just about reading the scriptures. This truth is about action. This truth is about doing. And this is what the disciples showed us. Your job, brothers, black man, is to look out after your brothers and sisters that have need. If they have need, you as a leader is to fulfill the need. If they have no food, what is reading a scripture to them going to do? If they have no clothes to wear, what is reading a scripture going to do for them? Nothing. Let's get that in James now. James told you about you faith-only brothers.
What the elder read in Acts was there was a system in place. Okay, people are going to come to us after we've read them the scriptures. Let's put something in place so when they come to us, we can help them.
This truth is about building the nation of Israel. They're going to come in sick. They're going to come in necessary for them to see